I wanted to bring this up to you then. Let's get straight into the fucking stuff that people are arguing about.
Hit me.
Buying level 90s. Now, I know it's a WoW thing. Buying any character, it's not max level. It's 10 levels before cap. What do you think? Any MMO? Does it bother you?
Well, situationally, I'll say situationally, for Warcraft, no, it doesn't bother me. It's been out for God knows how many years, man.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? So
hundreds
if you want
a lot of levels for a new player.
Exactly.
Hundreds.
Well, for a new player, I'd suggest. You
should level once, shouldn't you?
Exactly. Not just that.
Level once.
Not just that. I mean, if you got a new account and you actually buy a 90, on Warcraft especially, you are going to sit there like this.
Where's my spell book?
I mean, look at it like this. I mean, it was only level 60 when I went onto your brother's account and he had a paladin. He says you can play that for a bit.
You deleted it, didn't you?
I did delete it. But that aside,
you deleted it for gold.
I tell you what was more funny is when it was level 60, he did a lot of the stuff in the auction house.
Yeah.
I deleted all his armor for gold, which was tier 1. I think it was the banana
set. Just for a perspective, we did buy an account. You played WoW for a long time, but we shared an account.
Yeah.
We shared a WoW account, and my brother was done with WoW, lol, and gave you his account.
His first account.
Yeah, he gave you his account, which had a level 60 on it.
He's actually got that back now.
The same account?
I'm on a different account now, aren't I?
Those accounts have been passed around a few times.
I know, right? They're like hookers.
They have been. I think I'm the only one who's got an original account. Oh no, my brother must have as well then.
Yeah.
But his account's been... I'm the only one who's given my account away, is what I want to say.
But then, like, not just that, I checked his mailbox and he had stuff that didn't sell on the auction house, but it was stuff like, do you remember, what the hell, Core Marksman rifle?
Oh yeah!
Yeah, awesome rifle back in vanilla. Sold it for like 5 gold. I thought, this is it now, boys!
This was all for your fresh character, wasn't it?
And then it was on TeamSpeak, something that your brother said to me, you know that you can't just go and buy armour, you've got to wait for it to drop. So I stood there with this bollock naked, like, I think it was a dwarf.
Yeah, it was a dwarf paladin.
Yeah, I stood there with this bollock naked dwarf, just like, what now?
What now? You vended all these tier 1, Jesus right. Fucking
But anyway,
Christ.
Off topic, back on topic, what I'm saying is, yeah, they're going to do it because it's going to make them a shit ton of money. I mean, who hasn't...
you can buy one, can't
That's what I mean, you can buy them.
Yeah.
You can buy them. But who's not? I mean, for me, for example, like if I was still playing, I always wanted a capped mage and a druid, but I could not be bothered to level them, but I'd go and buy them.
I saw you... I want to cast you back.
Hit me.
What's the class for the chat? What's the class that you just can't level and you've tried? And you want one. You want a capped one, but you just can't level
Druid.
it. But I remember you had I think a 40-odd inch TV in your mum and dad's house. This is how long ago we're going now, probably 7-8 years probably.
In my bedroom?
Sat on the floor, literally half a foot away from this TV, with the keyboard on your lap and your mouse there, playing a bear druid. And I can remember the instance as well. It's that one with it's the underwater one. In about mid-30s. About mid-30s. The guys will know.
Yeah.
Oh wow! I want to get back to this in a minute. Just look at all this shit. Interesting. And you were leveling your druid then, and I'm sure he's got an Optimus.
Optimus, yeah.
Oh come on! Memory. Optimus back then. So why can't you level a druid?
Do you know a funny thing?
You got 4 specs to go at. They're cool.
I know, but I just didn't enjoy it. I just really didn't enjoy it.
So why do you want a capped one? Or did you want a capped one?
Just so that I can get through the whole leveling thing, because I know.
Oh, you just want
from
one of
the
every
back
character?
of my hand. Not just that. I knew leveling like the back of my hand. I just wanted to see if my feelings towards it change when I'd capped.
So it wasn't a case of. I'm sure this is how most people think.
Yeah, that's it.
Is Black Fathom Depths? Yeah, I remember you tanking that badly, by the way.
Fuck you. Back then when I was tanking with Druid, it was I can't remember the ability name. It was just
swipe and more.
I tank now.
I tanking well. I forgot what I was going to say there. It wasn't. Oh yeah, it wasn't a case that you saw like a capped moonkin or a capped cat or a capped bear or a capped tree, and you thought, I want to try that out. That looks really cool, but I just can't be asked getting all the way there. Yeah. You just wanted to fill
I
the
thought
roster.
to myself, yeah, but by that time as well, the amount of capped characters that I had on my account, I was thinking, I'm really not enjoying leveling this. In the meantime, I could be on one of my capped characters leveling professions or going through dungeons, raids or whatever, so I just never give it time. Same with the mage.
Quick question then, before we get to the chat here, is what...
Shoot.
Coming at you. I like this setup, better than the couch.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm interviewing you.
I like it as well.
We're engaging. Do you feel
I keep sipping my water, like I'm being interviewed, but when you ask me the question, you're like...
Well, you got to clear the throat.
Now it's a good question, preacher.
Well, let me hit you with this one.
What would be Bill
Mr.
Nye?
G. That debate.
Oh, that was
Oh, we'll
genius.
talk about that later on. That'll be
genius.
Q&A time.
Yeah.
What was your most enjoyable character to level?
So
I don't
level,
think we've ever discussed what was the one that you were just like, this is a blast, I'm just enjoying the fuck out of it.
and it wasn't. It was the latest spec at the time for that character. It was a warrior.
Whoa! Did not expect you to say that. A warrior. What did you level as?
Arms, I want to say.
Nice.
Yeah.
Just fucking MS.
But
Bitch.
it was when they changed it so you didn't have to macro every ability. Do you remember that was my biggest
Oh, so
gripe?
we're talking kata time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because remember, I had that Tauren warrior that was, I want to say, 75. No, it was. Well, how do you get into Northrend?
70.
70. So he was 70, and I deleted him because at that point on that patch,
Deleted a level 70.
Tauren warrior, because at that patch
So
I thought,
good.
no, 2-point answer. Yeah,
Okay,
please.
okay.
A, I thought, I really don't like Taurens. And B, they just allowed Blood Elves to be warriors.
No way.
Oh, and 4,
Yeah.
I was not paying 15 quid for a race change.
I would pay 15 quid for a race change. I would save up for that money
No.
rather than level against a 70. Jesus Christ, I wouldn't get all the way to Northrend.
Well, no, the thing is though, I've not played my warrior for that time, and I leveled that warrior on rested XP, proc tanking instances.
I can't believe you don't like Tauren warriors as tanks, especially.
I don't like
They
Taurens.
look so
Do you
good.
not like Taurens?
I was actually considering re-leveling, but then I remembered I hate leveling now. I've done it too much. And this is probably what I'll use my free 90 on.
Yeah.
Is on my Tauren warrior because I really miss him. I mean, but I kind of want my original warrior to go back to Tauren. My warrior's orc at the moment, and I can't stand him. I think I just don't like orcs at all. I think they look terrible. And when I do tank on him, and he's like, because orcs have this huddle. Do you know what I mean? They like huddle up like this, don't they?
And they run
like
like
orcs warriors when they're tanking, and they got the little shield Sam's like, yeah. I just play it. I'm like, this is retarded. And I just miss my Tauren warrior who gives this big fucking swing, and he's a beast in front of the mobs. But as soon as I DPS on him, I can't stand it.
Well, that's it. It's like the thing for me. It's always been the case is if Horde didn't have Blood Elves, because I cannot stand the Horde skins.
All of them.
All of them.
Just that widespread.
Across the fucking board. Because as well as, I mean, put it like this: if Blood Elves were Alliance and Night Elves were Horde, let's put it in this perspective. Some of them will be Blood Elves, but my casters, I'd want to make a gnome just because I think they're cool.
Gnome casters are cool.
Exactly.
Human casters not so much.
No, but then I'd probably have a human paladin or something. My first main was a human paladin, and I used to love it.
All right, let's do the list.
Well, yeah.
Let's do the list. I want to get back because we've asked a lot of questions here and we want to do it. You ready? This is for transmog purposes and coolness. Priority number 1.
Okay.
Paladin.
Human.
Sex.
Male.
Should have said yes, please. Human male. Rogue.
Blood Elf.
Not Night Elf. I think Night Elf rogues look better.
I don't.
That's my opinion.
Night Elf rogues, no, their
Undead
arms,
males for me, but
their arms are massive. They're like this.
Blood Elves have got a terrible stealth animation though. That
Give
kind of
over, no.
shimmy, it's-
No, the Blood Elf stealth animation, they crouch right down, they put one weapon in front of them across and one weapon behind them. It
Yeah.
looks so good.
It's fairy cakes.
You don't know shit about Blood Elves. Carry on with your fucking quiz.
Druid.
Now, does this have to be one of the Druid races?
Well, yeah.
Alright, then Night
Otherwise, it
Elf.
doesn't work.
Should have a Blood Elf Druid. Do that next patch.
Which one?
What do you mean?
Night Elf female? Male?
Probably female.
Yeah, Night Elf female
Yeah.
druids. Yeah, definitely. Mage.
Gnome. Male or female.
Over Blood Elf.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Lock, same then.
Yeah.
Priesty?
Blood Elf.
Really? Male or female?
Probably female.
Oh.
Why?
That's awful.
Female Blood Elves look awesome.
Female Blood Elf priests.
Female Flood Elf?
Female Blood Elf priests must carry a tampon at all times.
So?
I've got to be honest. Come on. Female Blood Elf priests got to be carrying a tampon at all time. Warrior then?
Blood Elf.
They're not bad looking. I like the way they swing the weapon round.
The
It was
thing
what we
is-
really like, because if you don't know, when TBC came out, me and you were pallies.
Yes, we were.
We were the Guild Paladins. We re-rolled to be, because I got you all from Alliance, which is
Yes.
awesome because you only wanted to play Paladin. and you couldn't obviously. So we re-rolled, and it was the best thing we'd seen is the throwing the weapon. And in fact, I remember we got a judgment or something, and we were going to the Ghostlands. And we were like jumping off cliffs just to do the dive.
It was the thingy. It was the Crusader Strike because they get the two hand, they jump and spin with it, and then but when they land, they carry on the animation. They swing the weapon behind the back and then hold it again. It just looks mint.
Game changer.
Hit me.
Shaman.
Ooh, whoa, they're all fucking ugly. I'm gonna have to go for. What can be a shaman on the Alliance apart from
Draenei?
Draenei
Draenei female.
No, Draenei male.
No, an elephant.
No.
An elephant.
Draenei male just mean.
Oh, they look. They still look.
No, it's the chest, mate.
I can't imagine it. I remember when Skull was rocking a Draenei warrior. You'd look at him and you just go, "That's fucking retarded." That looks so
yeah,
fucking
actually,
bad.
no, I might go female as well.
Draenei females have an awesome fucking animation to them. Monk.
Blood elf.
Can you have a blood elf monk?
Yeah, my monk was a
Can
blood
you
elf.
have a blood elf monk?
Yes.
Seriously?
Every fucking race.
What is a tampon? Oh my.
Every race can be a monk, can't they?
I'm not sure, to be honest. I just made a panda because I didn't done the Pandaren starting area, to be honest. No Worgans in your list. I was expecting no trolls, no Taurens.
Mute. Jesus, it's like your phone's spitting out tampons. It's like
Excuse
girly of a ringtone.
I'm really sorry, I didn't mean that. Go on.
What was the question?
No Worgans.
Well, no, because I do like Worgans, but anything that I'd have for a Worgan, I'd probably have as a Blood Elf.
I would even ask DK, but I don't think that's going to happen.
Blood Elf.
Blood Elf, yeah, Blood Elf DK. I want to see, just going off the chat here, we asked what question, what can't you level was the question.
I guarantee most will be Druid.
You think so? Rogue's winning by a country fucking mile.
Yeah.
Wow, Rogue. Rogue Mage, Rogue Priest, Rogue Warrior, Warlock, Rogue. I am shocked by that. Rogues have zero downtime, and they just keep fucking going. Rogue. Why rogues?
Why the rogue, though?
I find that really bizarre. In fact, druids aren't even getting a shout out by anybody. Really? Rogues. But everybody's saying the best rogue race. Do rogues look cool, but are not fun in most people's opinion?
I don't know.
Why rogues? I'm really shocked at that. I would have. I think
for leveling, I don't know. I don't know, especially nowadays with like complete zero downtime. Where you can still self-heal, can't you?
I find that. Yeah, of course you can. You can self-heal. You never have to stop. You can shadow step between mobs, just fucking pummeling things to death. Really surprised. Is there nothing cool about the rogue? Spell-wise,
is cool about the rogue. At the end of the day, if you are playing a game, and it's called a rogue in this, but if you see a game and you automatically go for an assassin class, you'll pick a rogue. You pick a rogue knowing full well what a rogue is. You can call it a rogue, an assassin, a thief. You know what it is. You know what it entails. High damage, low HP, which is the generic, and like stealth, backstab, robbing shit. That is the whole crux of an assassin, rogue, thief.
Well, even as someone who doesn't like the standard stealing, thieving trickiness,
well,
I had great fun leveling my
exactly.
rogue.
The thing is, I mean, WoW, it's not really based on that, though, is it?
No,
Because
not
it's
at all.
that
I mean,
much,
this is
is
sort of I wanted to touch on after this on the level 90 thing, just as we come to an end of that. I didn't have a problem with it. For me personally, it has no effect on me at all. Even in other MMOs, if you could buy like, I think you should have to. I think your account should have at least one character that's reached that level already. I'm not saying a capped character, but you should at least reach level 90.
But as soon as they put it in the store, you got to think of other people who've got multiple accounts as well who just don't want to do it.
That's true. But they should be tied to their Battle.net account, I would have thought.
What do you
But
mean?
I mean, that's
I see what you mean.
Yeah, that's
I
a
see what
finer
you mean.
detail, I suppose.
But I mean,
Oh no, but you can't multi-log that way, can you? They've got to be on separate Battle.net. I mean, Multibox can tell me this, but they have to be on different. Vanish. They've got to be on different Battle.net accounts. I've got 3 accounts tied to my Battle.net, my 3 Warcraft accounts. I don't think I can log a different one if I'm logged into one.
Right. Okay.
I don't think so. Anyway.
But yeah, I mean, in terms of buying 90s, this is not. My opinion is, in Warcraft's case, fine, it's been out for so long, there's people with all different circumstances that want to have an Insta almost capped char. If they pay for it or not, I don't care. It's the fact that, fair enough, my gripe will come with a newish game.
Yeah, like, so if WildStar came out and you could buy
If you buy the
that would be
if
nonsense.
you buy a
wouldn't it?
legendary edition, we will give you a capped or almost capped level character. Yeah.
Before we go to the next subject on this RPG thing, you just touched on so we can segue nicely. Did you see the video I did on the Elder Scrolls Online? And a race locked behind a paywall, the collector's edition only.
Well,
what's your reaction to that?
Well, here's the thing. It can go one of two ways. There's one finer detail that I need to know. Do each race have racials?
Yes.
Then it's bullshit. If it was just a cosmetic thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, look at even games that are solo player. Like, 1 second. What the hell's it called? That Saints Row 3. Okay?
Which
Saints
I
Row
want
3.
to talk about.
The Legendary Edition. Well, it's not called Legendary. The Legendary Edition of Saints Row 3 basically gave you a load of vehicles, a load of guns and stuff like that. But obviously, it added no benefit to your character. There were different skins. The biggest one being the VTOL.
Yeah.
Like, you got like the Saints Row VTOL at the start, but when you go near the end of the game, you get your own VTOL anyway.
It's actually earlier than that. It's about midway through you get a VTOL.
Is it?
Yeah,
yeah,
it's very early in the
that
game.
base
Yeah,
for that
yeah.
guy. I can't remember.
It's really
you know what I
soon.
mean, though,
It's
don't
not
you?
long into the game that you get a VTOL.
Well, if it's actually going to cripple the synergy of the game by locking it behind, well, by actually giving it its unique stats, then I think that's absolutely bullshit. It's the Imperial that's.
What are the Imperial? Because I'm not into the Elder Scrolls.
I don't know.
I mean, I
so
made
much
that
at the
abundantly
moment,
clear.
to be honest. I just know
But
I
you've played
always
Oblivion
play a
and Skyrim.
fucking, yeah.
Well,
I
who
always
are the
play a Nordic.
Imperials? Are they just that race?
White folk race, yeah.
What, like?
I don't know.
Are they sweet?
No, I don't think it's sweet.
Are they not sweet? Are they
I don't think
Nordic
it's sweet.
in nature?
No, because you can be a Nord
Oh.
as a race. I always pick a Nord.
Are they just a human?
Yeah. Well, that
Not
you
like
get,
elvish or anything.
It's like no, because you can have like different elves. There's like I think there's 3 or 4 race of elves, and you've got the Red Guards, which is like the Redskin Indian sort of like race.
Oh. Tatonka.
Exact Tatonka, classic reference, mate. Well done.
I was thinking of his
Nicely
name, and I was
done.
like, Tatonka, coming back.
But yeah, it's fucking bullshit. It's such a bad move, and the fact that the last thing you want on a game that's already been globally publicised as potentially the biggest cataclysmic failing game in a long time is to do something like that.
Well, as I said in the video, my perspective on it when I read it is, one, this has to be considered bullshit. And there are people who are like, it's fine, you know, like apologists. And there's a lot of people who've like, I've already pre-ordered it, so it makes no difference to me. It's like, you don't really get it. And it's
Not everyone's going to buy it on release.
It's kind of sad. I mean, you can buy it afterwards. You can if you get the collector's edition. I think you could buy it in the in-game store, so you can. Do you know what's fucking bugging me? Almost like on a side note, is any game that's already boasting about what's in its in-game store before it comes out. The fuck are you doing? Why are you telling us what else we'll have to buy or can buy after we buy your fucking game, you dickheads? It's fucking garbage. But a whole race. And it just seems to me like, look, we don't think this is going to pan out. We don't think this game is going to work. How are we going to get some extra money out of this? Because they're going to do, like we found out from, well, what was his name? But with Star Wars The Republic, I brought this up. He said they made all the money back because the hype was big enough that the pre-order sales and the first month launch of Star Wars paid for the game. And however long it ran after that was just a bonus. And they just had to keep maintaining it and doing some patches and whatnot. But they were happy. They were done. Which is sad, really, from a developer point of view. They spent years making that fucking game.
Yeah.
And then it comes out and it's like, the company side's like, well, we made our money, I'm not fucking asked.
But the thing is, if they would have continued to invest in that game, and actually, this is why I don't know enough about business, so I'm probably completely wrong, but if I was like lead on that game, and I mean lead, I mean like, I'm the person with the fucking say, and endgame's so bad, it's like, right, okay then, we're gonna fix it. Call me crazy.
It's a case of this. I think it's a difficult position with the current MMOs. Is if an MMO, and none of them seem to have really grasped this yet, is that they're all trying to do what WoW did.
Yeah.
Right? And most of them look like clones. And I know some people will go, it's not a clone, you know, it's different. You know what I mean? It's clone enough that I can play that game without having to know anything about it before. If it's exactly like that, I can log into that MMO and I can bind everything and I can lay my structure out and I can do the profession system and I don't need to know fuck all about it. It's pretty clone-ish, right? And it looks the same from a distance. Slightly different graphics, so, you know, whatever. WoWish clone. You don't seem to realise that right now what you can't do is make just the leveling experience or that bit to get to cap decent and then say, and the rest is coming later. Can't do that anymore. You have to launch with a huge endgame. It has to be. And no MMOs are doing that. You know, they're not coming out with a really solid endgame. They're coming out with a wonderful experience that's grabbing people They're getting to cap because the MMO culture is get to cap as soon as fucking humanly possible. Let's do it. And then they get there and they're like, well, what's next? And the developers are like, well, we spent fucking 7 years making this leveling experience. You just shit all over it. That's their problem. You can't fucking blame the players for doing that.
Exactly.
And you need to launch with a solid endgame. But people are saying, in a few years, this game's going to be good. Ain't nobody got time for that anymore. Ain't nobody got time to wait for that. We're waiting for it to come out, and it's got to be good now.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to cap fast as fuck because it's an MMO, and that's what I do. That's the way MMO culture is. And games, I can't think of one MMO that's launched with a solid endgame that I've tried out, and I'm not seeing one in WildStar yet.
2 raids on WildStar.
Yeah, 2 raids on WildStar. The beta server is awful, so it's fucking awkward as shit. But I'm not seeing that with WildStar yet. I don't know anything about the Elder Scrolls, and I was brutally honest about that. I don't care. It's an MMO that's locking a race behind that has racial bonuses. And that's terrible, because WoW hasn't got it right, and WoW has been around for nearly a decade, and the racials are still bullshit. Ask anybody who's playing a fucking troll caster right now whether they really like it. No, they'd rather be whatever. I want to play what looks best, right? Of course I do. Everybody wants to do that, but they're locked in because the racials.
You know what would be good if they reworked that in a system, whereas they can interpret it in terms of sort of like schooling or like a scholar sort of thing, is whereas you pick a stat on a racial for your race.
Yeah, just you can. I mean, you can just be able to.
But like,
we're talking about talents, really.
Exactly. But I mean, like, no, maybe like set it in for your character. But like, they set it in terms of you can even RP. You can put it like what they did at school or some shit like that. Like if it's
a backstory.
Exactly, a backstory. Like he was intelligent in school, so he's got plus intelligence or whatever. You know, like the is it a gnome that's got intellect and
escape artist.
Yeah, but that's not. But stuff like that.
Racial for me. And a racial subject. It's got to be. I mean, for Worgen's the obvious one. A Worgen's racial should be able to transform in and out of his Worgen form. That's his racial. I mean, why does he need crit? Why? Because everyone else has got a bonus, so we need something. Why do pandas need the food buff? Why can't pandas just do some roly-poly fucking shit that looks hilarious and looks fun and let people just pick? Some guy prefers silly, goofy characters. I'll be a panda because he does this circus bounce, or he bounces on his ass up and down or something stupid. Because everybody loves a bear dance. Everybody loves a tree dance, right? All that kind of shit can be racial and cosmetic. It doesn't need to be crit and haste and all that kind of shit.
But I guarantee you, if they implemented something like that, and I reckon people would fucking love it.
Would you care if your racials were removed?
Look at this. Are you you're stuck? Is like for the people who are seriously raiding, that are stuck playing a race that they do not want to play, would you prefer to get those bonuses on a race that you actually enjoyed to look at that you were playing? That's the crux of what we're trying to say. Because I think it would. I think that'd have a major factor.
Would you give a shit if they weren't there?
No, absolutely
I wouldn't give a fuck. I mean, when it works in my favour, fine. When I was a Tauren warrior and I got the endurance bonus, back in the day when it counted, hey, I was loving it because I loved my Tauren warrior, I loved that stuff. But as soon as it was, I said this on the dram, when Method changed from Alliance to Horde, and I had to pick an Orc, because they were the best casters at the time. And I was a Warlock, so I was like, I need to be an Orc. I fucking can't stand Orc casters in any way, but I need to be an Orc because of the way I play the game. And then I was just like, this is shit. I don't want to be an Orc. I'd rather be anything. I would give anything to just be an Undead Warlock right now because they look fucking cool in my opinion. That would be what I like to do. I would rather just get rid of them. I don't want them. Give me something cosmetic. I would rather the Undeads could pick the bones out and play drums or, the guitar thing that we saw in the past or shit like that. I'd be fine with that. Totally cool. Awesome stuff, but no, we're not going to get it. And that kind of leads to what I was going to talk about the other way, is when we talked about the free level 90s, people were saying, well, it's supposed to be an RPG. Do you consider WoW an RPG? Do you guys consider WoW an RPG? At all?
No.
I mean, we're talking bare bones structure, right? The structure of the game is RPG-ish.
Well, this is interpretation. Like I had an argument with some dickhead who doesn't know any better, just putting that out there, on one of your videos about LFR, and I said it's not raiding. He's like, yeah, it is. The R in LFR says raid. I said, well, look at it like this. Imagine two perfect parents, and then slow down the line, it starts to mutate and mutate and mutate, and by the end of this family chain, you've got a kid with 2 heads and no fucking arms and legs. That's basically what LFR is to raiding. It's mutated beyond control, beyond repair, to something that's shit, and it's like a shadow of its former self.
I'm going to add this in because I think it's worthwhile. Actually, we're asking a lot of questions.
Can't read it.
Well, people who are watching the VOD back can be able to.
All right, okay.
I'll put it under me so it's not bothering you.
What was the actual question? Because I turned it into an LFR.
Yeah, I know you went straight to LFR.
I fucking hate it.
No, it's just people are saying this game's an RPG, so if you're skipping that leveling process, then you're cutting out all the RPG elements, and that's not what the game's about. And I thought to myself, it's not an RPG anymore.
No, it's still an RPG, but cutting out the leveling because means cutting out the RPG factor of it is bullshit. It's still an RPG. I mean, look at it like that. You can take it for bare bones level. Look at it like you're playing a rogue. You're still stabbing stuff with knives. You're still getting into a position to get behind them and stuff like that. You're a priest. You're standing back. You're casting buffs. You're casting heals. You're being a priest. It's still an RPG. Look, there's so many variations of RPG. Even like turn-based games like Final Fantasy. That's RPG. Just because you're not...
South Park, the Stick of Truth.
Exactly. South Park, the Stick of Truth. There you go. You're still playing an RPG. Look at your character. You are playing your character. You are playing what that character is meant to be. You can't be a priest who uses 2 knives to stab people. No, because that's a rogue. These are all factors of being an RPG. So cutting out the leveling means cutting out the RPG is bullshit because you still... Druid turns into a bear. Can a priest do it? No. Why? Because it's RPG. It's a role-playing game. Idiots! Drop the mic.
Where's my ERPG? That's what I want to know. Where is my ERPG?
You know what I mean, though, don't you?
Oh, absolutely. I get what you're saying. I really do get what you're saying. One thing, I think the last point I wanted to make on this is, I was going to do this in a daily, but I think it's worthwhile, is how many... The only thing I didn't make this clear in the video, is I think anybody who buys level 90 and skips the leveling process at least once, I think that's a fucking tragedy. It's really sad. And I didn't really put that out in the video. It's like, I don't have a problem with it. I think it's really sad, though. If you just buy WoW and you get a level 90 or whatever. Same as buying an account off eBay.
Yeah.
And you get that character. And one of the reasons that somebody brought up, and I totally didn't really consider this, is you make a lot of memories while you level. And those memories, like the origins of your character, can actually be very important to people. It's one of the reasons that other MMOs don't really get anywhere. It's because your other MMOs are saying to WoW players, essentially, because they want them millions to come to them, is give up not only the game, which isn't the same as putting down, say, Batman Arkham Origins or something like that, or even Skyrim, and come to our game. What they're saying is, our game has got to be good enough to give up the memories and stuff that you have with that character and that account. And by that, what I mean is, I can look at my character select screen, I can look at my priest, and I have memories of fighting in Silithus with that guy while I was leveling. I have memories of doing Nax Ramus with that guy. I look at my warrior, I remember getting the last few... I look at that character and I think, I remember the last few moments of Kel'Thuzad dying, getting the Immortal. And all this stuff that also happened while I was leveling. I remember pulling elite packs on certain characters and getting my ass kicked. And just stupid shit like that. I remember ganking someone for the first time, my rogue in fucking Thousand Needles.
That's not the case, though.
Do you not make a lot of memories while you're leveling?
No, I've made the characters, but I made them memories purely because my character progressed with the game. Now, you can't do a lot of that stuff. Even if you don't buy a character now, you can't do a lot of that stuff anymore until you're actually at current content.
You think the world's too empty?
Exactly. Who levels in Silithus these days? No one. Absolutely no one, unless people go back to it.
That's a good point.
The moment of like getting the Immortal on Kel'Thuzad, if that was still an active achievement, but you're going down as a 90, you're just doing it because, yep, that's an easy title now. But when you were doing it when it was current content...
I don't think you can get it now,
No, you can't get it, you can. What I'm saying is, if you can go back to just get the title, then it's not as good as getting it when it's live content. Do you know what I mean?
I know it's more the case of I actually agree with what you're saying there. I never really considered the world is so empty because people are doing.
But you go past that fast. You don't have time to form a memory of it.
It's more that if I got a fresh character, I wouldn't feel any connection to that character at all. I wouldn't have. I mean, even if I went raiding on him, I wouldn't. There's no history there, if you know what I mean. I mean, I feel that way about my characters, but I'm in a unique position where my characters are as old as the game is, and therefore every single one of them's got some fucking memory. Besides, I think probably my hunter is my least cared about character. But other than that, there's definitely every time I look at my chart screen, I get a flood of memories that come back.
But that's it, though. It's because your characters have got heritage, if you like, purely because you've experienced everything. And I can guarantee most of those memories will be from the end of that era. They will not be from leveling. Because like I was saying before, you're leveling that fast these days, you're not going to make memories in any of it, because by the time that you blink, you're in a different area.
How quickly can you level now? That sounds like a stupid question coming from me, I know, but
yeah,
I haven't. The Panda was the last one I did, which was ridiculous because you can just level so fast.
Is that an actual legit argument that someone made? Is you cutting out?
I don't feel any connection to that character. I mean, I know if I bought a level 90 Tauren warrior, he can look and wear the same armor as my current warrior did at the time. But he's not the guy who was. He wasn't there at Kel'Thuzad. He wasn't there for. South Aryan Three Drake's realm first, and he wasn't the guy who I remember capping my warrior in Winterspring just grinding mobs because I'd run out of quests in the game, which happened in vanilla. You just ran out of quests, and I had to grind like 3 levels in Winterspring, just furying mobs down and farm even just stupid shit. I remember farming rep on that guy in the middle of fucking Netherstorm for coins or some nonsense. All that 2 days, 2 days played. That sounds really fast. I'm not talking about a monk. I'm not talking about a monk, but wow. Took me 3 days with no looms or help. Jesus. Did it in a weekend. No looms though. Yeah, I mean, I like the connection I have to my characters. It's one of the reasons I don't like leaving them behind.
Well, that's what I mean.
Here's a leveling memory for you. Me and you on our enhancement shamans in Blackrock Depths. I bet you can remember that because we tore that place apart to the point where the group hated us. Absolutely hated us. We just got Chain Lightning, I think. Yeah. We just got Chain Lightning on our enhancement shamans and we fucking wrecked that place.
Old school as fuck.
Yeah, but I look at my shaman, I remember that.
But that's it though, but the thing is...
It's just not the origins of my characters.
I know, but that's it, because your characters have been through... You're in a position, where your characters have been through everything.
Are there characters you have more connections to than others?
Yes. Like...
Don't keep us in mystery. You're such an enigma.
No, like my rogue. Basically.
Oh, your rogue? Let me try and remember when you rolled your rogue. Oh, is it a new rogue? Is it a Blood Elf?
Yeah, well, I don't have my original account anymore, do I?
I remember when you said rogue, I was picturing the one that had the Phantom Blade, I think I want to call it.
Oh, that was my Night Elf, Glacius.
Glacius, the Night Elf rogue. Yeah. And I remember playing that rogue, you let me play it in Warsong Gulch. I was terrible, it was before you got better at the game than me at the time, and I was just cheap-shotting people and running away.
Yeah, I was grinding to get, I don't want to say Grand Marshal. I can't remember what it's called, but it was for the last pieces of the original PvP armor, and I needed 1 rank to do it.
I think the shoulders were last, if I want to say. The weapons were the top tier.
Weapons were Grand Marshal.
Were Grand Marshal.
Yeah.
Genji will know. Genji was a Field Marshal. Hey, ladies, though.
I can't remember what it was anyway. But Knight
Why
Commander?
are you rogue? Interesting.
Well, no, the thing is, if we talk about all my accounts and stuff like that...
All your accounts? Look at
all
you.
My accounts.
Like the Justice Keeper.
No, I had 2 accounts, basically. I had 1 account, quit the game, got rid of it, and then got another account, got rid of it. But anyway, I can go through all my characters and they've all got different memories, but even the limited memory of my paladin, my human paladin streak, because I was in a guild that got its first Ragnaros kill, its first Nefarian kill, and so on and stuff like that, and it was just that atmosphere. I mean, I've still got the Fraps videos on my old computer of it as well.
Bullshit, send them
Shit,
me.
you know, I will do. No, because they make me look a dick.
It's vanilla, who gives a fuck? Have you seen some of the vanilla footage I've had to use in my fucking time?
Yeah. In fact, I probably will send them. Do you remember them series of videos I made on Glacius in like Warsong Gulch and stuff like that, where we was defending a flag, and basically I was in stealth and I put like a cheesy music on. And
I'm sure it was Benny Benassi's Satisfaction.
That was one of them. Or Backstreet Boys or NSYNC, and I'd just basically stand next to someone in stealth that was defending, dancing like the Night Elf dance and spinning the camera around for like 30 seconds. I'd do it everywhere, and on one instance, it was in UBRS when it was 15 man.
You might think being ghosted is a fucking... I just want to say, you might think ghosted is a character like that's just came on when we started doing Preach Gaming. It's not.
It's me in a game.
Every
basically.
Single fucking... I mean, this guy's... You come around to his house, right? And he'd be like, you've got to see this. Because you've got Fraps. I think it was the free version, the 30-second version. Yeah. And he'd be like, you've got to see this. And you'd think it was going to be something cool, right? This guy was killing Raggy and doing Blackwing Lair before I was.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I'll take a look at it. And what is it? It's him in fucking UBRS 15 man. People are dying fighting the beast
I'm
all over the
dancing in
place.
stealth, yeah,
and
with
he's in
beast.
stealth, just dancing, just spinning his legs like. And these people like, he's like.
Can't tell, mate. The chat box is off. I'm frapsing.
I'm frapsing. I've alt Zened. Can't see it.
I'm
And,
like,
you can see
so
it. And
good.
I'm like, it's because I was starting to really get into WoW at the time. I was like, dude, these people dying. Why aren't you contributing? Fucking do something. And he's like, I am doing something. I'm dancing away. Like,
Do you know what I still have that I've got as well? I didn't do it for that long. PvP on my rep paladin when Reckoning Bomb was still in it.
Oh, the Wreck Bomb
So
classic
you'd
days.
stack up your Wreck Bomb, put a 2-hander on, and then just boom, dead. Like you could one-shot someone with a Wreck Bomb, basically. Well, you Wreck Bomb, Judgment. That was it. In vanilla, you had nothing more than Judgment. So you'd stack up your Reckoning Bomb, which basically Reckoning Bomb, if you're not doing it, I think it was you hit them 5 times, and then you get like a massive damage attack or something. Was that
It
it?
just hit multiple times.
Oh no! You got hit. You got hit
and
5
you built up
times.
stacks.
And if you didn't hit them back, it stacked up 5 times. So Reckoning Bomb was basically retaliation, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But you could
Like
stack it
one
5
go.
times. So whatever you hit them back was going to hit them for 5 times the amount of damage. So I stacked up Reckoning Bomb, and it was when I had my classic Paladin Charger mount as well. Stacked up Reckoning Bomb, and I was going up a ramp from the mine, I want to say. And I got off my horse, cast my judgment, hit a guy, and carried on walking. It reminded me of Troy. You know when he like
Troy. Oh,
what's
when
he
he
called?
mates.
Achilles. He just
Yeah.
sinks that blade at that guy's neck and just carries on walking. I did that. I was just like, I so hope I've still got that video. I'm gonna put it everywhere.
Yeah, send it to me.
But yeah, it
It's
was.
really good.
Those were the days. But that's what I mean, though. That's my history. But all my histories, I'd probably say, all of them were from that current context.
Yeah, when you're
Endgame.
capped.
Yeah.
You don't have really leveling. Yeah, it's a good point. I mean, I can imagine if I got a free 90 now. All I was thinking of is if I got a 90 now, and then we get one anyway with Warlords of Draenor. Like
I came in like a reckoning bar.
you should do a video to it, something like that.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, we'll do something like that. And yeah, I just know I'd look at that character and be like,
No, I know what you mean.
Yeah,
You've got to make your own history with that character, and I don't think you're going to get that from leveling. You make it endgame. You make it PvP.
Well, this is
PvE.
it sort of backs up my point. I was trying to find something that why this was a problem, or why people were pissed about it, and I just you've counted. I've got to be honest, you've counted every point that
I'm good like that, aren't I?
Yeah.
Yes.
I just can't see why it's a problem.
Synergy.
I cannot see why it's a problem.
No,
Or why it
in
affects
Warcraft,
anybody.
in Warcraft or any other aged MMOs game, I can't. New MMOs, I do see a problem. That's just
Yeah, I call it a brand new game. It's fucking
Yeah.
crazy. Buying Elder Scrolls Online, nuts.
But come on, exactly.
Nuts.
Like this game now is
Freakishly
how old
bad.
is this game? Is it 8 years? 9
No,
years?
too old.
Well, fucking, it's
It's
old.
too
as
old.
balls, man.
It's
old as
it's
balls.
too old not to have been replaced anyway.
Exactly. But yeah, go for it, man. If you want to pay for doing that, go for it. You don't want to level. Power to you. Just go and do it.
Power to you.
Power to you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Boom.
Little fist.
Yeah.
Little
Power to
fist.
you.
Little fist. You take that home. Level 90, level
Put that
skipping
in your pocket,
appreciation
yeah.
day. Yeah, so stop fucking. Nobody minds. In fact, most people here don't mind. We've got fucking many people here, and nobody really gives a
Exactly.
shit about it. I'm fine with it.
Well, there's an early example of it. It's the DK. How many people have got DK memories and they started at 55?
I even had a guy today on Drama Time who's 10 years old, who played for 2 years and never had a PC good enough to get inside Orgrimmar. For 2 years he didn't get in it. And eventually he never got a character past level 23. And his brother, they were sharing an account with his brother, and eventually his brother got a character to level 60, and that's when he made his DK, and then he just rocked and rolled. It was a good story, man. It was really fucking good.
How do you even play a game without going to like the main cities?
It was,
How?
They were an 8-year-old and a 10-year-old who'd been given World of Warcraft, and you can imagine though. I did find out in the drama story. You should check out the drama story today. It was fucking really cool. Is what they must have imagined inside Orgrimmar was like. If you're that age and you're playing this game that you're in love with, because they were totally in love with the game, and just to stand outside the walls of Orgrimmar and just look
Orgrimmar,
upon it.
mate. Stormwind.
What's the best city?
Stormwind. I've not been to I've got to hold my hands on now. I've not been to Stormwind since TBC though.
It has changed somewhat because it's got a harbour now.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Then I'd probably still
from
say
Cataclysm it was rebuilt because Deathwing destroyed it and then they rebuilt it. It's got a harbour.
Okay.
Looks the same to me.
Well, that's what.
I think Ironforge is easily the best city. Ironforge is fucking amazing.
I totally forgot. Yeah,
Ironforge blew my fucking mind when I walked into Ironforge.
Well, in vanilla, Ironforge was the main Horde city, wasn't it? As well. Alliance City. Sorry, yeah, it was the main Alliance City. You only went to Stormwind if you had to.
And you would take the deep run tram, baby.
You would take the deep run tram.
And you'd dance on it. But I've never seen a city in any game.
Why did it change to Stormwind?
I don't know. I'm not Alliance. Why did it change to Stormwind? I don't fucking get it. I really have no idea.
Was it the addition of the harbour that got boats to where, like...
I don't even think the harbours move anywhere. I don't think so.
Does the boat not take them to Outland or something like that?
No, I don't think so.
Because you can't get there from Ironforge. I bet that's what it was. It was a factor like that.
I think, well, Stormwind would be the easiest way to get to Outland. So maybe it did change then. Wrath of the Lich King, you can get there from both, I think. I'm not Alliance, so I don't know. I only played Alliance for like 6 months, and I never really left Stormwind at the time.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, Ironforge, especially. Don't you remember when Ironforge going up that path for the first time on a character?
I thought I was going the wrong way. That was how crazy it was. Dunmurrow.
Exactly.
I mean, Stormwind. My first Alliance character, I think, was a Paladin. To try it out, and Stormwind, you can see yourself coming from a long way away, and I always say that one of my biggest memories is the music of Stormwind kicking in, and you walk through the statues across the bridge to get into it, and I was like, this is fucking awesome. And then I got into Stormwind, and I was like, oh, it's just a city, really. But the Ironforge...
The grandeur of it was amazing.
Ironforge is so subtle about it, and you go up that path, and you're thinking... Is this really the right way?
When you go through the archway and you got the golden dwarfs, they made that. But then you go into the massive like apex of the
foundry. Essentially,
it's huge above you, and then you can look down and you can see the lava wells below you and stuff like that.
Terrible city to negotiate because it's a big ring. So
that's the easiest part. It was the easiest part.
It's a big fucking ring.
Because what's it? Undercity is the same sort of way, isn't it? But I don't like the centre of Undercity. It's a pain in the arse.
Theramore. Surely Theramore was never a major city. Theramore was the worst fucking place in the world.
Where's Theramore?
I'm thinking of Menethil Harbour.
I don't even know where Theramore is. That the...
Theramore's that shitty port that you fucking get the boat from Menethil to.
You're probably being trolled. I don't think it ever was. It was either Ironforge or Stormwind.
Fucking Theramore, my ass. Yep. Bullshit.
Yep.
Bullshit.
Yep.
Yeah, all the Horde cities are shit, in my opinion.
No,
every single one of the Horde cities is fucking garbage. Really bad. I
totally agree. I think
nothing tops Undercity. It's amazing. Undercity sucks so bad.
As a mage, nothing sucks more than, as much as it pains me to say, the Blood Elf City.
Oh god, it's bad. Silver City is awful.
Okay, so we're actually in there now. I need to get to the portal, which will take me to Undercity. Okay, so you're at the start. Now, we can go through the path that will lead to the left. Oh, wait, we can't because we'll put a big crack in the map. So what you're going to have to do is go all the way around the right.
Yeah.
All the way a fucking round. Up the stairs then to get you to your portal. But don't forget...
Isn't the portal of Silvermoon in the main building at the end of the city?
Yeah.
And you have to go... Yeah. And you have to go around 2 loops, I think. It's got a teleport within a teleport.
It's got like a crack through the city, hasn't it? If I'm not mistaken.
On the outside
like
it has, yeah.
But like instead of just going left and straight to it, you have to go all the way right and around.
And well, I can't.
And remember, you've not got a mount.
Exodar, yeah. Have you ever been to the Exodar? The only time I went to the Exodar was to kill the leader. And I just looked at that city and I was like, this is shit.
Exodar to kill the leader, but also to try and farm a rare mob for my hunter, and I can't remember what it was now.
Fucking yeah. All the city. Thunderbluff represented that is shit as well.
Them fucking lifts.
Oh my god, the places on different planes. Thunderbluff is fucking awful. So bad. Shut up, Augers. Like, this chat is trolling hardcore. Best city in an expansion, it's hard to beat Dalaran. Dalaran was so good.
Dalaran was awesome.
Shatrath looked better. Oh, Shatrath was good though, especially because you got Aldor Scribes, you had your own little home base.
Yeah, I like that.
That was nice, actually.
I've got to say Dalaran. I love the fact that it's not on the ground, it's in the air. You can fly out of it, and then you are just in air.
You know what the big bummer was for me? Because we were hardcore leveling at the time to get to Raiding. I leveled so fast in Wrath of the Lich King that I didn't do the quest to get to Dalaran.
Oh, I know.
And I got 78, and I could get flying, but I couldn't get to Dalaran, and it was a fucking nightmare.
I remember.
It was a nightmare. I just could not figure it out how to fucking do it at all. It was a joke, and I had to be that guy in guild chat who's like, how do I get to Dalaran? Yeah. And they're like, you're level 78. We've been there forever. And we had one mage, Burning Wind, was portaling everybody to Dalaran.
Yeah.
Burning Wind was just a portal bitch. The Greek portal bitch. He was just sending everybody to Dalaran because none of us had leveled and gone that way. We'd all just powered through it.
I love that.
You know what's really pissed pissing me off about chat just before we go for a fucking break, and then we're going to come back with a game that's going to blow your brains out, which I think some people they've seen me on Steam, haven't they? Bastards. Is you know what ruins chat for me? This fucking intro quest to chat. Do you remember that fucking escort quest that you had to do with that fucking Void Walker? How long is that quest? 15 minutes? And your power level, we were doing pallies. The rest of the guild had capped and were ready for us to raid. They needed the blessings. And we got to chat and it was like, cool, I've got my central point to raiding. And you have to do that fucking escort quest with that. And he's like, yeah, I'm going to tell you all about the Elders and Scryers. Literally everything about the Elders and Scryers that some Blizz devs come up with. Every detail. And I'm going to show you every location in the city. One by one. That fucking Void Walker. Oh my god.
No, I remember that. That is a memory for you on my Blood Elf Paladin, is when we wasn't capped. The guild was doing Karazhan. We had to stand outside and buff them. And then went in.
I had even worse, I think. Yeah, I remember we were buff bitches at about level probably 60 something. Was 70 the cap TBC, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, so about 66 probably. We were buffing, giving people kings and that for the raid. Yeah, because they were working on Nightbane, and we had to buff them. I was tanking Nightbane, and then relogging to my pally, and I was the only one with that fucking blessing. So I was logging onto Zaraki, onto Derek's warrior, because he was always not online. He capped and then just not come online. So I was tanking Nightbane, relogging to my paladin to buff the raid, then relogging back to the warrior to tank Nightbane, wipe, relogging back. Bullshit. What's the worst thing you've ever... Let's finish on this one though. What's the most... And this is going to be an awful question for you, I'm really sorry. What's the most... Is that the most committed thing you've done for a guild? Like selfless thing is what I want to say.
No.
Is that the most selfless thing you recall yourself doing for a guild?
Selfless thing that I've done for my
guild?
Yeah,
I mean, some people have done this. Warlocks who stood outside raids to soulstone people.
Well, I've done that.
Paladins just to bless the raid.
I've stood outside a raid, well, the same as you, on my paladin to buff a raid. And that was the highest character I had on the server, so I wasn't logging back to go on the raid. I was just actually going to buff them, to use my 1 hour cooldown Hearthstone to go back to carry on leveling again. But I don't know, the most committed thing I've probably done is when I first publicised that I was going to make Stark an open raid, because Stark started as just one of my characters.
Oh, so recent then, okay.
Yeah, it is pretty, because everything, before I started doing, I mean, even all this, the web show stuff and like that, I was just a cunt in game. Flat out, if I didn't know
selfless, what is this sorcery?
Well, no, I will tell you straight up. Stark Industries started as a single player guild because I had a hunter called Tony Stark.
That's true.
I still do, but you know. But I opened it up because I thought, you know what, just for the social aspect of it, people who watch the web show, people who follow the channel, I can play with them if they're on my server. So I did that. Then we started getting into a raid team. Then we started doing this. But then, like, a load of people started to give me money. Not for the guild bank, just like, here you go, dude. You know, I appreciate what you're doing. Blah, blah, blah. Thanks for getting me in the raids. Thanks for bringing me along. Thanks for inviting me. Here's this and this. And I had a shit ton of money. And basically, I devised...
Look at the smile.
I had a shit ton of money. But I devised a way that I could basically give every penny of it, which I did, back to the guild without actually putting it in the bank, because the bank was doing well. Because the bank gets money in for every boss kill or something like that. No?
Yeah. Of course it does. Cesspool guilds. Woo!
Exactly.
every level in, every transaction.
Exactly. But like the guild bank didn't need it. So when I did that, it started off as, because we were only a small guild at the time, every time we killed a boss on Heroic, I'd give every person in the raid or involved like 5k or something like that.
Fucking 10-man guild or what?
So what for a 10?
Ain't doing that in no 25, man.
And the last couple of days, because we were a really big guild in the last couple of days, like I organised them quiz nights.
Oh,
do you remember that? Like, but they had like 25, 30 people from the guild in like a random area. They would have like stupid little fun and games. Like one example was there was 2 people who got the questions all right. Well, there's 2 people who got the same score at the end of the quiz. So I give money for first, second, and third. But these 2 people, I was like, what's the quickest and easiest way that I can get these people? And when was it now? It was in where's the Nexus instance? Caldara. We was on a platform.
How did I remember that?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
So as I was thinking, and then I thought of the idea, then I stood on the edge of one of the platforms. I was like, right, okay, the first one to take all their armour off, come and tag me, do a lap of this disc and throw themselves, and the first one I see dead on the screen after that can have 10k. So they did it as well. Insta-strip, lemmings to me, spun around in a circle, and then just died to the death.
I'm not seeing how this is selfless at all.
Because
this just seems like you made everybody die.
Because that was entertainment for the... This is just one instance, but basically I gave my fortune to my girl.
My fortune.
My fortune.
Scrooge fucking duck.
I gave every fucking
to
penny
kill
of it
themselves,
to
you
my girl.
basically were like toying with
No,
them.
that was just an idea.
Kill yourselves for money.
That was just
There
an
you
idea.
go.
Well, some of them
peasants.
were actually like... They were actually
This
death
is
matches
selfless
and
at
shit.
all. You made them fight for
No,
it. You're like the Joker.
No, that was listen to me.
All right.
That was one example of a quick thinking tiebreaker because there were still loads of people that got money that night. But that was just one example of like a weekly event that we did on top of giving them money for like heroic boss kills and shit. But at the end of it, I just made sure that like I had enough money for repairs.
I made sure I was all right.
I was a Samaritan, mate. Well, yeah.
Fucking hell. What a generous guy.
What? Why is if you have
He sounds like the Hunger Games.
if you have hundreds of thousands of gold, and you
People
think,
should dance for it.
no, that was one.
That was just the one time.
Off. No,
It's just the one time.
It wasn't just one time. But what I'm saying is, all right, then if we're like, if the quiz or the games went on for like an hour or something like that, and that was 2 minutes of that hour, that's all it was. It was just an event that happened.
Well, it's easy.
But like, no, like hundreds of thousands of gold, and I just basically give it because I thought I don't need it. I've got everything that I need, and that was it.
I don't need it. But you waited until you didn't need
I
it.
waited until someone died before I gave them.
I definitely didn't do any of this until
Dance for me.
until we needed it, which was awesome, which was really cool.
Hey, I did do a lot more sacrificing. Let me take you back a touch.
Okay, well, here
Yeah?
we go.
Okay, I played a paladin. Divine intervention.
So you didn't get repair costs.
Saving your life
So you didn't
and
get
saving my bills.
Yeah, saving your bills. Hello, Mr. Loxley. Right, it's been an hour over. Let's take a quick break and then we'll be back and we're going to game on. Stick with us, guys. We'll be right back. So selfless, dude. I'm like amazed at your selflessness.
It's not. I get it. So that I get my own way eventually. I think
sure.
that's what it is.
This is Sparta!